posted a video last week of a competition highlight that I had from the Nogi Pans. A lot of you guys were asking about the back take that I used and you were wanting me to show you how to do it. So I'm going to do that today. I'm going to show you how to do that slick back take so that you can try it in your gym next time you roll. As always, my assistant, Mr. Adam Wilson, is here to help me show you how to do this technique. So now that you have this beautiful bottom in front of you, let me show you how to do it. So first thing we're gonna do is oil check. I'm just kidding. So from here, we're in position. So here's what's the basic gist of it. You can do this a number of different ways and it can happen in different ways, but the way that we're gonna do this is basically off of a turtle. So typically what's gonna happen is the person will bring this knee in and they'll sit back and they'll bring the legs back in front. That's your basic turtle to where they regain the guard, right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna have to keep rolling, okay? Now, you're not going to worry about the hook. That's the big thing first. Don't worry about the hook. The hook comes secondary. What I'm really focusing on is keeping my stomach and my chest locked to his waistband and his hips. Now, what happens is as he begins to roll, I'm just gonna roll with him. And if you notice, what I just did is I kept my body attached to him, and his hips are higher than mine, which is very important for this. And this allows me to get the first part of that truck hook, you know, so the truck from 10th Planet, this is where kind of I started seeing it. And my buddy Brandon McGaffrin gave me some really good details on finishing this thing. So once we get to this position, we've got the hook. I'm gonna take my other foot, it's gonna go over to reinforce. And a big key on this, guys, is to make sure that you don't injure your knees. Because if I try to flex it here, a lot of times if he drives his leg this way and I drive my knee down, you can damage the ligaments there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our foot down over top, pinch the knees, and even if you for some reason don't have the foot reinforced, we're still gonna keep the knee tight and we stomp. Once we stomp, we turn, grab the shoulder and go under the neck, and then we go for the finish here. I'm gonna show you from a couple different angles here. Turn this way. So again, from here, his elbows are in. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be turning here side to side with him. This knee can be placed on the inside of the body, or you can literally be to the side. It doesn't really matter. The big thing is as he begins to roll, go ahead, I roll with him and get the first hook. Once we're here, we're gonna make sure our knees are tight, stomp, and then begin to go around. Now here's another little detail about this. If you go back and watch that video, you'll see this. When I go for back takes, I don't go for the seatbelt grip. A lot of people will go like this, right? The problem is he doesn't have to worry about his neck. And so a lot of times in point-based competition, they're very concerned with getting that second hook in, so they'll fight that. And what happens a lot of times is because we think position before submission, a lot of times people leave their neck open. And so what I drill in the gym is when I come around, I'm gonna go right for the neck. And at the same time, I grab the arm. And if you go back and watch that video, you'll see that. I had this here, and then eventually I went for the choke. He came up to defend, and then I got my second hook in afterwards. And so I go for the roll, and then I immediately go right in for the choke first. He goes roll. And that's the move. All right, last time, guys, we're gonna go for it. Tuck. Now again, watch this. When he goes, I roll. I'm not trying to do a roll over here. All I'm doing is rolling with him, and I want to be here, okay? Just nice and low underneath the hips. If his hips are able to get down lower than mine, he can actually start to reverse this position of me. So it's important that when we get here to the side, I'm here with the hips. Stomp, going under, boom. That is the move. That's the back take that I did in the match. And again, I've drilled that sucker so many times. I've repped it during just passive drilling. I've also repped it during live rolling a lot. Because again, when you're rolling in a stressful situation like a tournament, it has to be down to the point where it's automatic because the body has to react and the mind has to follow. So like when I was hitting that technique in the competition, I wasn't really thinking about it. It was just sort of an automatic reaction when I felt the person go for the turtle position. But it's a really cool move and there's a lot of different ways to use that. I share a lot of that stuff in my guard passing series. Shameless plug, you can check that out down below. But a lot of those different rolls and some of that truck stuff, I love using those together with really simple passes like the double underpass to create opportunities to take the back. So if you'd like more on that kind of stuff, you can check the links down below. But as always, hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully that's helpful to you. I'm finished. Adam?